player?
I don't know, a couple of grand, 11 LAN wins, something like that.
I actually don't legitimately don't know. Would you place
Euro
yourself
Cup
as a tier 1 player? Or
at the time, sure.
Yeah,
but
okay.
I mean, not compared to like now.
Do you think that's comparable to the, like, say, CSGO players, since that's the biggest
No.
FPS? And the tier 1 player there.
Not now, it isn't,
Okay.
no. But it was as good as we could get back then. I mean, we went to every LAN, we won pretty much everything we played in. We played a year of 45 games, won 44, drew one, lost none, won the Euro Cup, won pretty much everything we were in, but it was at, you know, in a game that wasn't as popular as an FPS and in an early part of esports. It was 2002 to 2005 when we didn't, I mean, you know, we hardly won any money.
I guess
we were just happy to cover the beer.
That's true. There was less financial incentive.
Absolutely,
so I guess
we
there's
didn't do
less
it for that.
incentive to.
But does it degrade our
highest
achievements for that? No, of course it doesn't. We still did what we did in that time.
And
And
because it's you, Paul, I'll say yes. For everyone else, no. It doesn't degrade anyone else's achievements.
Okay, back to the draft, because we've had plenty of bans and plenty of picks so far. What do you make of it so far, Will?
So I didn't want to interrupt, but I was like 100% certain they were going to...
I will had 100% of these bans and picks.
No.
Just to tell you guys.
I didn't get either of these right, but I got Immortals correct, but in the wrong order.
Sure, Lich first.
That's
I thought
okay.
they would Lich first, Puck second, because we've talked about how Puck has been their opener.
Yep.
And they were willing to Lich yesterday, and if you look at the heroes like Silencer plus Earthshaker, like what counters that? It's like a really laning phase counters that. And Lich is like as good as it gets.
What is with Mineski's pickup? I'm fine with the Earthshaker versus the first pick Puck.
The Silencer?
The Silencer? Yeah.
It's good against all the heroes that you think that Immortals might pick, like their Wyvern, for example, and their Puck. Because I think it's pretty obvious at this point that Immortals is going to first to that Puck every single time.
Okay. I was going to ask what about the PA, but that gets banned
The
by
PA,
Mineski in 3-4.
I don't even know if you, like, it's not a hero that they're necessarily always going to go to. It was just game specific because you're first to anti-mage.
Which now opens up the AM pick potentially for Mineski later on into the draft in the 3-4 area. Though I'm betting Immortals will ban it.
What was the third ban on Immortals?
Ember Spirit.
It is Ember, isn't it? I'm struggling to see from here. I think I'm getting old.
I am too.
Really?
Shut up.
5 seconds remaining.
Color me surprised.
I was expecting the. What do you mean getting?
The Dire get a ban.
I would brood myself, I think.
Now?
If I was Immortals, yeah. If
Not
you don't want
5?
to deal with it. If you think that maybe you can ban at 5 as well.
Radiant's turn to pick.
So they ban AM. Then Mineski. I mean, you see Lich Puck. What do you take? You can take like NP or something like that. But I think you want better fight. Maybe you take Bat Rider.
10 seconds.
What about the
alternatively,
the
like
5 seconds remaining.
yeah, you could straight up like take Pugna or Viper or something like that, and just shore up your lanes.
Dire's turn to pick.
Mirana.
Oh, we forgot about that hero.
Yep, it was banned 5th, I think.
Radiant's turn
Is there
to
Spirit
pick.
Breaker?
Admiral Kunkka.
Oh, they take Kunkka as the counter instead. I think either of those options are fine. Spirit Breaker or Kunkka.
Is that a personal preference?
You need to counter the leap. It's probably a better team fight, but I thought they would have taken SB because they see the Silencer on the other end. And it's annoying playing Kunkka against Silencer.
How does Death Prophet do versus Mirana at mid?
Death Prophet's okay.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be a puck.
Because that for me is like the difference between Spirit Breaker and Kunkka is the bigger team fight potential with the ship, the boat.
He doesn't have he doesn't have a BKB breaker though, like SB does.
Yeah, and so in that case, like normally I would look to more protective aspects of the boat.
If I were Mineski, I would just take something that I would just like take a BKB core. You need BKB cores. If you look at Immortals lineup, like they don't have that much physical damage yet. They need just something that can like run in and battle. That's why I thought they would have taken the bat or something like that. But playing against Kunkka's laning phase is kind of just annoying. I think you grab something like
Dire's turn to pick.
Monkey King.
So they take Monkey King.
Monkey man.
And that's
a
also
BKB
taking
core.
yeah, it's also taking it away from Immortals. What was her counter last time to Monkey King?
10 seconds.
Can't remember.
I mean, we've seen a couple Necrophoses
5
versus Monkey
seconds
King,
remaining.
but I don't think that's the counter you're looking for from Immortals.
No, not with the silencer on the other team.
Yeah.
And Mirana. Like, I'm kind of struggling to figure out what kind of
Viper,
Radiant's
Pugna.
turn to bat.
fights is okay.
They picked Troll against it.
Oh, Sven's nice because of the Warcry.
Yeah. We were having that, I think it was the LGD one, where we were talking about, like, oh, they should pick Sven.
Yeah.
Against the Monkey King. Instead, they went Troll.
Warcry's nice. They definitely should have picked Sven there.
They definitely should have.
But it's okay.
10
It all works out in the end.
seconds.
Or will it?
So they need to ban
5 seconds remaining.
for F-Zero. Or what they think will be for F-Zero.
Because, I mean, I would be down with the offlane puck in, like, a mid.
Yeah. Be okay.
This is pretty tough for Mineski to
They
tell
have
for certain which hero they should ban. which
decent
lane they
wave
should
clear.
ban.
I'm struggling to think of like the annoying part about playing against Monkey is that a lot of the lanes just kind of suffer. I don't know, man. Maybe you just like Doom Part 2. Just pick Doom anyways. Pick Doom or like NP. Doom,
For
NP or
Immortals?
Viper,
Dire
yeah.
get a ban.
And
We're
for
gonna ban the Brood again. The you're not concerned as NP against Earthshaker and Monkey King. It's a lot of gap closers with stuns. It's hard to play that.
yeah, but NP's got vision, and you can just knock down trees all the time.
Yeah.
You right click him
10
with a bunch of
seconds.
Yeah, in laning phase.
with a bunch of treants.
Laning phase. Is good.
5 seconds
Immortals gonna have to
remaining.
pick first though.
They
and-
do have weak. They do kind of have like very susceptible cores to pressure, or supports rather, or Shaker or Silencer.
I feel like
I'd be
you
down
want
for
to
Lich Doom.
Lich Doom.
Yeah.
I thought about that. That's alright too.
Yeah, I think they go back for the Batrider.
Dire's turn to pick.
For Immortals, it'd be okay. I thought Bat would be better on Mineski, but Batrider is kind of annoying to play against Silencer. I guess it's alright. I'd have been okay with Bat NP or them doing that
10
Viper mid.
seconds.
A lot of your initiation is ruined at the Batrider because you
5
jump
seconds
in,
remaining.
it's like, you grab
Radiant's
someone,
turn to
and then
pick.
they're gonna throw down global
Enchantress.
silence, so you don't have really good follow cells.
So this hero crossed my mind for like a third of a second, but then it like immediately left.
Explain why.
Well, because I thought Mirana was okay against it, or pretty good.
Yeah.
And I felt like Monkey King
10
probably gets annoyed early, but
seconds.
doesn't suffer that bad. Like, it's a laning base hero, but I
5
thought they needed
seconds
another
remaining.
spacey.
Not a popular pick for Immortals.
They should do something crazy then, like offlane Monkey and then just pick Bat anyways. I'd be down with some Batrider. Turn rate really messes with all these heroes too. Batrider, Pugna.
Pugna. Choose your hero.
Okay. Much more meta. No real surprises this time round, although I think the Enchantress is slightly surprising, but not a massive surprise. Austin, has it swayed you in any way?
I definitely like the Pugna. I personally felt like it was the best pickup for Mineski. It deals pretty well with the initiation, like the harsh damage that comes out from Immortals, from the Sven and the Enchantress. Yeah, I'll go Mineski this time.
Well-
Immortals gonna do it for Papa Noah. They got this one in the bag. Easy 2-0 Immortals. I'll bet Austin's career on that.
Wow.
If I am wrong, The heavens will smite
Hold
Austin
on.
for
You're
going to
not.
a mess.
You can't bet Austin's career. You can bet your career
He's
on
like
it.
one of my best friends. I get to do that as well.
I'm not sure that's how it works.
You don't understand
I
the
am wrong
contracts that
here-
we signed, Paul. This friendship goes deep.
Are they like blood brothering stuff in there with like signing in blood and stuff? Oh Christ. Okay, well, again, split decision, and the brothers here on the panel have made some sort of pact, which I'm not entirely sure is good for Austin. But let's find out as we head into game number 2.
Thank you very much, Paul. We can be brothers from another mother, right, winner?
Sure, why not?
So let's go. Let's go right into the game. Mineski versus Immortals. We saw the Enchantress last pick. That was something that was sort of popular in North America for a while there. We had a time when it was the off-lane Ench everywhere. Do you like the pick nowadays? Do you feeling it's what they needed?
It's just mainly for winning the lane though. Like usually when you have Ench off lane and like going it, some sort of like a pushing lineup. Because once you win the lane as an off lane Ench, you kind of want to pressure and take towers and try to end the game. But their kind of lineup right now is much more of like fighting and trying to push more farm. Because Sven needs a lot of farm. So I'm not entirely sold by the Ench pickup, but I'm sure he'll do quite well in the lanes because they have Lich, they have Ench. Those heroes are designed to secure lanes, get better early game.
Look at Febby here. Just gonna walk up and get punched a few times. They do throw out the fissure and arrow, not quite gonna be on the mark. That would have been a kill.
Yep.
Febby, he's just gonna keep dancing his troubles away. He's happy.
So I'm actually just thinking that if Mineski doesn't suffer too much loss in the early game against the Lich and the mid game should be a-okay with the Shaker, Global Silence, and Partner, like the panel mentioned, was a really good last pick here against the Sven, even against the Ench, because you pretty much want high magic burst against Enchantress, and the Decrab is really good against the Sven, and you do not really want to get a diffuser on Sven. It's not that great of an item on him.
Shoutouts to our observers, by the way. Scriff, glad you're feeling better and not dying anymore.
It was all part of Lyrical's plan,
Definitely not. Monkey King gonna walk forward right now. MP is here as well. They're gonna be trying to come over and contest for the rune, and that does force him back away. So nice. Gonna have a nice little start there for himself and head back into lane. So as far as these matchups are going, laning phase, you feeling like anybody in particular is coming out ahead? Like 3 heroes mid for Immortals? Everything sort of normal there?
Lich gonna win one lane. Enchantress probably gonna win her lane. I don't know. I think Mineski, if they don't lose the lanings too hard, they're gonna lose the laning somewhat, but their lineup is better later in the mid game before Sven has BKB. They're gonna put out a lot of harassment, landing a stun into a torrent. Oh,
Febby? Is he should be okay right now, I think. They do have another fissure in 10 seconds, but a bit too far. Febby continuing to dance his troubles away.
Yeah, but top lane is gonna be Mineski favorite. Monkey King against Puck. Like, Monkey King is very good against 1v1 matchups in most cases. Unless you're up against a brute, then things change. But against a Puck, he should be farming more than this Puck. And bot lane, Enchantress is not having that. I just thought Nug is really strong in the lane.
Ninja Boogie, he's getting gone on right now. They do have a lot of damage there as well. And Forev, well, he's down low as well. If Forev maybe had some more clicks, they might have been able to do it. Febby in a bad spot. And Jab's looking like he wants to try and save it. Torrent? No, not gonna happen.
First blood.
He broke the clarity. That was pretty nice for a Murph Shaker. It's something.
Yeah, this is something. Jab still has another clarity, but he at the ball. And but I get